Hi guys, I'm Phathu and I'm back with another episode of Fixing Fashion, and today I am joined by the lovely Gugu. Hi Gugu.
Hi.
Nice to have you here in studio with me today. Could you please tell us more about Gugu The Brand and what it's all about? I obviously know you did study fashion, and like most graduates, just after graduation, you go out, do some work here and there, just try to figure out what we want to do with ourselves.
Yeah.
But what made you so sure and set that you wanted to start a brand of your own?
So Gugu The Brand is a local fashion label curated for powerful women who love to take risks and turn heads. The main reason I started my brand was to make women feel confident, sexy and fierce. I actually believe that the clothing that you wear has a huge impact on how you feel. So I wanted to make clothing that would make women feel like their best, sexiest and sassiest versions of themselves.
Which I am feeling in one of your pieces today.
I'm
like
glad.
this is just, I'm feeling lax. It's giving me women on top kind of vibe.
Love
so,
that.
definitely agree with that. For today, I'd like us to discuss branding and marketing your fashion business. A lot of people that are trying to venture into the business of fashion and that don't necessarily know what it takes or what the steps behind getting to accomplish that and do that as a day-to-day business is like.
Yeah.
You know, so I want us to share some knowledge, break some bread, and just basically share the behind the scenes of branding and marketing and why it's so important when working on a fashion business. So that's what we'll be discussing today. So what are some of the necessary measures you've taken as a designer yourself to ensure that the brand has this certain image, the brand look, or this brand personality of kind of, I mean, your brand looks very specific. I look at your brand and I see clean, I see just like edgy, but like still simple and like very clean and like very, but still very unique to your brand and your brand alone. You know, what are the measures that you take to kind of differentiate yourself from the crowd?
So for me, firstly, my logo is very simple, clean, chic. It's easy to differentiate from any other logo. As well as with my designs, I like to keep it very simple, elegant, chic, and I put a lot of focus on the quality. I like for the quality to shine through and for the fit of the garment to shine through, and I think that's what I think stands out for me.
So it's very evident that creating a brand identity and image is something that you've done flawlessly, and that's because, like I said, like as I go through like your work, your feed, your posts and stuff, everything is so cohesive. You know, so if you were to advise someone from the outside, what would you say one should consider when building the brand identity? What's the most important thing or things that you think should be considered when building a brand identity?
I definitely think you need to know your target market and know who you are providing your goods to.
Yes.
And I think in knowing your target market, everything from there will come seamlessly. You'll know what she wants to wear, what she would want to buy.
Defining your girl.
Yes,
that you're designing for.
Exactly.
Yes.
So for me personally, I know the Gugu girl. I know where she's going. I know what she likes. So therefore, I'm able to cater to her needs and provide goods that I know she'll feel like her best self in.
When it comes to social media, because obviously that's a big part of marketing, how often should you say one should post? How consistent should they be in order to obviously, like, number one, keep their followers excited and like wait to the next new product or whatever it is? But how often do you think you should be on your socials as a brand?
So I think you can't post too much. That's my personal opinion. You need to always have content to keep your followers hooked in.
Yes.
I would say for me, I try to post at least 3 times a week.
Okay, that's
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yes.
Recently, I've had a lot of content to post. I've been posting every day.
Okay.
And it's not a bad thing because people will always be seeing your name come up. They'll always say, "Oh, this brand, this brand," and we need to keep them excited. Even if it's not just garments that you're posting, even like some midweek inspo, or like I like to post like mantras that I live by and that I apply to my business as well. Some inspo pics from Pinterest, you know, just little fillers in between all the stuff that you
Something
post.
to remind them that you are there.
Exactly.
You are there. And obviously now getting into marketing.
Yeah.
Are there any key measures, obviously specifically for fashion brands, are there any key marketing strategies that fashion brands should consider when it comes to getting their brand out there, marketing themselves, and like just getting their name out in the limelight? What are the key marketing strategies you know of when it comes to fashion?
I'd say giveaways are a really good one. Collaborating with other brands, and not only brands, but I mean, it could be a photographer, it could be another small business.
Because obviously you post, they capture your work, and them posting it exposes your work to their followers.
Exactly.
And you also get good pushes at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Okay.
So definitely collaborations with other people. You getting exposure from their followers and vice versa.
Yes.
Another one would be sponsored posts. That's one that works for me really well in getting my brand and my content to more people than just to my own personal followers.
Okay. So giveaways, collaboration, and sponsored posts. Okay. When it comes to designing and doing photo shoots, and basically building a certain type of aesthetic for your brand, which is something that we all know you do have an aesthetic, Gugu. Where do you say you get your inspiration from?
I really just get my inspiration from what I like to wear, and people seem to love it. I make clothes that I can't seem to find anywhere else in the shop.
So what you would have loved to.
Exactly. Simple, clean, elegant, sexy. My color palettes. Usually love a black, a white.
You love a black.
And a white.
You love.
Only recently am I branching out into more wild colors. I've done an electric blue. The same as with my photo shoots, I like to stick to more clean backgrounds and let the garments speak for themselves, really. If you look at the content that I post with my photo shoots, there's not too much going on in the background. It's more just emphasis and focus on the garments and letting that shine.
No, I've picked that up as well, because you have a very, very, very clean, simple look to your brand as a whole.
Sexy.
But very sexy. Very, very sexy. And how long would you say it took you to build your brand? From the idea of having it to going to the drawing board, and like getting in with those designs, to execution, to having it available to us now?
No, I started my brand in December 2019, and the planning stages took me, I'd say, maybe a month to 2 months of production, getting my page up and running. But then obviously COVID hit in 2020, so I kind of had to readjust to the garments that I was making and kind of shift more into loungewear, because we were obviously all in lockdown. No one is going to be out gallivanting wearing my sexy clothing. So I had to kind of make some changes, but I think the beginning stages, I'd say like max 2 months.
And how did you adjust with the changes? How did that feel for you, that you had to change your particular chosen style based on the
It was a good learning experience, because it made me realize how much I love doing loungewear, and that I don't think that's something I would have realized if the pandemic never happened.
Definitely. So it definitely did work to your benefit, because now you've got the love skill,
exactly,
and now you've got that as something that you've like, which is really amazing. Is there anything that influences your fabric choices, colors, and do you battle sourcing certain types of material? Obviously with you, I know you do like your whites, you do like your blacks, and a pop of color here and there. But do you ever struggle finding a certain type of material only because you specifically want it in black, or you specifically want it in white?
For me, I kind of do it reverse. I don't really sit with a sketch pad and sketch what I'm going to create. I kind of go to my supplier and I've become inspired by what fabric is there. So it's kind of just, I just let the fabric speak to me and I see what I find on that day and what I'm inspired to create from that fabric. Do I struggle to find fabric? I definitely think we aren't as spoiled for choice in South Africa with fabrics. Luckily, I'm not so big on prints, so that's not something that is in demand for me. So I stick to my whites, my blacks, my neutral colors, and I don't really struggle with that part. I kind of make do with what I have.
So, quick fashion trivia. I'm gonna show you some images of some little cute fashion items and you can tell me what your preferred style is. So first up we've got long dresses or minis.
Oh, this is a hard one.
Long dresses.
Must I come closer? I'm gonna sit here for this.
So long dresses or mini dress? Which one is?
Okay, usually I would say a mini dress, but those long dresses with those open backs is just everything. So I'm gonna have to say a long dress.
Long dress. Okay, structured suit or clean silhouettes?
Patsy, you're killing me here! Definitely that one.
The suit.
Yes.
Okay, last one. Bright colors or neutrals?
I mean, you know the answer. Neutral.
No, definitely. So, Gugu, is there any advice you'd have for someone just getting themselves out there, starting their own fashion brand? Is there anything you wish someone told you before you started your own clothing line?
So I have 3 tips to give. The first would be, don't be reluctant to ask for help. There's always someone that will be willing to help you. You just need to ask for that help. The second would be to trust in yourself and trust in your product. If you don't believe in it, no one else will. Lastly, I would say to take a day off. I don't take my own advice, but it's necessary to take a day off just to refuel, to recharge, to relax. There'll always be work to do, so you need to take care of your own mental health before,
Yeah, when you are your best self and you perform your best when you are.
Exactly.
Feeling good.
Exactly.
So I can, yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me in studio today. I hope you guys watching have gauged a thing or two about branding and marketing and just like starting your own fashion businesses, and I hope you guys do go and get those businesses started. Thank you so much, Gugu.
Thanks,
and I'll see you guys in my next episode.
Bye.
CTT on the beat, hey, beastman with the heat.
1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, drink. I've been on my shit today. Smoke some, drink some, got no shame. I'm feeling this energy, man. Gotta be ill in this industry, man. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, drink. I've been on my shit